Guys, it was very disappointing. I mean, I'm not, going to mince any words. That was that was a game we had an opportunity to win and didn't win it. Give them all the credit. They made the plays when they needed to. It was a fantastic crowd out there. I just feel sick for the homecoming crowd that came out to support these guys, and we didn't send them home with a win. We talked going in that you can't give up explosive plays against this guy, and they took advantage of it. And when you flush them out of the pocket, man, you got to stay in coverage, and that hurt us a couple times. And you give up 600 yards, and a lot of those on yard after contact, and beyond me where our tackling went. Offensively we did some things okay. Never did take control of it, and that's the story of the ball game. Give that kid credit. He's a hell of a player, and took advantage of us, and I just can't tell you how sick I feel for people who showed up today and to support our guys. And now the next step is, go learn from it. We've got to go steal some off the road and get some wins off the road. And obviously against a very good team next week that's again got a quarterback that can make plays, and we've got our work cut out for us there. So not going to hit the panic button. I know we are doing some good things, just not enough.
Jim, surprised that Fales was as effective on his feet as he was. That's not something he's known for.
No, it didn't surprise me. When you watch film, the thing he does is he extends plays and keeps his eyes downfield. So very rarely is he going to run, with the ball. But what he did was he took advantage, and that's how you play the game, man. That's how you play the game.
Coach, earlier in the week you mentioned this was a statement game this weekend for your team.
Yeah, I thought, and it was. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. And, we can't sit there and, things don't go right all the time in life. You've got to learn from it and move forward. And we still have a lot to play for, and got some great opponents coming up. And there's still a statement being made by this football team.
You talked earlier in the week that your secondary's giving up the big plays. This fatal flaw. It was terminal today. Where does that go back to, and are you confused as to why the
I am.
haven't cleaned it up?
I am, because the plans are solid. Guys freeze, sometimes, and we work scramble drill. The discipline with your eyes, and we just got to continue to work on it, and that's something that obviously we'll do. We work on it every week, and emphasize what we need to do, when a guy breaks out of trouble.
You also look back at your tackling. It seemed like your guys were more intent on making a big hit today than actually wrapping somebody and taking them down, and that created a lot of your problems too. Is that
No,
surprising?
huge problems. It really does. We tackled pretty good, during the off week. Tackled good on Wednesday. For whatever reason, we didn't bring our feet, ducked our heads, and threw some whiffs, and we'll get that corrected.
You were winning 24-17 in the first half. Second half, you could only put up 3 points.
Yep.
Another 17. So couldn't tackle, you couldn't catch the ball, couldn't move the ball. Was this the second half collapse?
You know, that's a good question. You know, I mean, obviously you can write whatever it was. They made some big plays. We we made a couple big plays and didn't finish. You know, we get the ball down there, bounce one off our hands, and you know, a little bit high, and you know, I mean, you say what it is. I mean, we didn't finish, and that's bottom line.
Third quarter in general seems like it's been a little bit tough on this team this year. Even when you guys have had good games, it seems like you kind of rallied in the fourth, like UTEP. Anything particular happening in the third quarter?
Well, you know, I mean, our adjustments, you know, have been solid. You know, one thing we've got to do offensively is make sure the playmakers get the ball in their hands, and you know, get it twos there early, to give them an opportunity to make plays, and you know, Charles came out and made some plays early, and we didn't get him back involved. You know, I think that's something we need to look at, obviously, and you know, that's part of coaching.
In the past, even after losses, you had said you still believe in your team, you still believe in your guys.
Oh, yeah.
But you seem more disappointed after this game. What did you tell your guys in the locker room?
You know, I still believe in them. Don't get me wrong at all. You know, I'm disappointed for them. I really am. I know the work that they put in, and the work we're going to continue to put in, you know, as we move forward. You know, it's hard to see those faces. It is. And yet, you know what, if you let it keep you down, you know, it doesn't do you any good. So, you know, we'll get the corrections on it and come out to practice and get ready to go up and play for the boot.
You just look at this as a consistency problem for your offense.
Yeah, I do. I really do. And, you know, taking care of business on every single play. And then being able to overcome some adversity, which I thought we were getting to a little bit based on a couple of the games. Obviously, it didn't happen today.
What was the worst play for you, maybe in your mind offensively, was the pass that goes off Kevon's hands. You hit the 55-yarder. It's a touchdown pass if he catches it, and it's picked off, and they turn around.
You know, there were a couple in there. There were a couple third downs that you know, we've got to maintain possession, keep them off the field. Obviously, that's a glaring one. You know, there were some other ones too that you know.
And that was the other thing too. Is, I mean, they had some quick strikes on you, but they also had 2 7-minute drives.
Yeah. They did a, you know, give Ron and those guys credit, man. And like I said, they didn't like they haven't played anybody, you know, and you know, that quarterback was on, and you know, proved he's a little bit more than just a pocket passer.
Coach, halfway through the season, the record may not be what you want it to be. Are the goals still in sight for this team right now?
Absolutely.
And what are
Yeah, they're still in sight, and you know, we've got some good things coming up that I'm looking forward to getting taken care of.
Jim Calvin Tonga doesn't play today.
Yeah, he's got. You know, I'm trying to help Calvin through some personal issues right now, and he's a true family member, and you know, I love him to death, and you know, we're gonna make sure he gets right.
What can you say positive about Kevon? He had another 2-touchdown game before some of those.
No, Kevon, I thought Crockett, you know, came up with some big plays, and both those guys really playing well. And you know, just they're out there, you know, giving everything they have every snap, and I like it.
Without a go-to receiver, has Kevon kind of become your go-to, one of your go-to guys?
Oh, I think, you know, we didn't probably get the ball to Joe enough today, and you know, Richard, you know, we didn't. Kind of got out of rhythm, getting those guys some touches and easy touches to kind of get them going. I thought we did early and didn't do it in the second half.
The last pick by Garrett was it was a great play by the cornerback, but was that ball a little underthrown, too much air type thing?
Yeah, probably. You know, I mean, that was a heck of a play by their guy. Thomas had you know, he had the inside, maybe, you know, throw it out a little farther, hopefully go run to it. But, you know, that guy made a good play on it. And, you know, I mean, the safety bit, and you're one-on-one, and put the ball out there.
How satisfied were you with your red zone defense that forced the turnover, only gave up those 2 field goals?
Yeah, you know, they gave us a chance. You know what I'm getting at, and you know, the scary part is they got down there. You know, and so we got to do a lot better job on first down. You know, when you get into second and those medium or short, you know, now you've got everything in your arsenal, and you know, we've got to do a better job on 1st and 10.
Coach, what do you expect to be honing in on this week, especially considering what you got in hand next weekend? Is it just not giving up those big kind of plays?
Yeah, big plays. You know, really, you know, working on our deficiencies so it doesn't become glaring. And you know, guys, you know, this is a heck of a quarterback that we have to play next week, and we've got it rolling down the road here, and you know, we can't let that guy just control the game like this guy did.
Do you think some of the consistency problems with your offense had to do with the lack of an explosive running game or being able to run with the hot hand like you usually like to do?
Yeah, I mean, you know, game like that, you know, maybe a little bit not establishing the run enough, you know what I mean? But had an opportunity at some big plays, and we, you know, you take them. So.
Assuming for your team, the chance to see Greg Myers.
I'm telling you what now, it's like when I got here and we talked about, I mean, here's a guy who won the Thorpe Award. Here's a guy that you know, was an unbelievable student, now a doctor. I think he's, you know, one of those former Rams that just, you know, is the epitome of what it's all about. And, you know, I was really excited for Greg, and he's been a great supporter and great friend of this family. And you know, it'd be nice to see that, you know, when you come out to Hughes every day. He deserves it. Thanks, guys.
Problems missing tackles today. It almost seemed like you're going for big hits instead of wrapping. Can you explain why that happened today when it really hasn't been an issue most of the year?
Guess we just, I can't explain that. I guess
Does
just
it frustrate you?
It does frustrate me. The loss frustrates me, but we gotta come back out next week and try and get a win.
Or how hard was it to deal with a quarterback like that? He was making a lot of plays on his feet.
Yeah,
keeping
he
a lot of
was
plays
pretty
alive,
mobile.
and really getting away from you guys even when you have pretty good pressure. How frustrating is that?
That's frustrating for all of us. Like, people want to sack, people want to make a game-changing play, but the quarterback is good enough to scramble out of it. So that's pretty frustrating.
What's the defense's feeling right now on all the big plays that you've been giving up? I mean, why is it? You're kind of curious why it's still happening.
I mean, of course we're mad, but you know what I'm saying, we just gotta keep on practicing to prevent big plays. Yeah.
What's this team have to do to bounce back from this?
Just gotta stay focused, try to get a win next week. What do you call it? Little by win, little by little, every week. We just gotta focus on the game and get that win.
Did this remind you a little bit of the UTEP game as far as your ability to just kind of keep marching down and scoring on you guys?
Nah, just a little bit.
Especially second half.
A little bit, not really though.
Did you feel like you had a good game plan? Or do you think that they surprised you with their offense, or was it more just from the defense?
No, it was a good game plan. It was nothing they did. It was what we did. We busted coverages and stuff like that. So we just gotta go to practice and fix it.
What made him so hard to bring down? Fails in particular?
I don't know, just going back to the tackling. It's hard. It was just a bad day of tackling.
What was harder to digest with the defense? The big plays that they hit on you, or the 2 7-minute plus drives that they scored on in the second half?
I say everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the mood in that locker room right now?
We're kind of down, kind of quiet right now. Yeah, we just got to bounce back from it.
Is there any way you can take this and use it as a positive against Wyoming next week?
Yeah, missed tackles. We gotta fix our missed tackles and busted coverages and stuff.
On a
Yeah.
more positive note, was it nice to see the stands packed?
Yeah, it was.
all day?
It was. It gives us motivation to bring a win home. So that makes us feel good.
Anything else for
No.
Corey?
The game for you is just in terms of the inconsistency on offense.
We didn't finish in the fourth quarter. You know, Coach Mack talks about it all the time. It's what you got to do. You can start as fast as you want, but if you don't finish, things like that will happen. And so we didn't come out, you know, that fourth quarter especially, didn't come out and finish like he wants, like we all want. So I guess, you know, if I had to say something, it'd be that.
Garrett, what's been happening to this team in the second half? This has not really been a good second half team this year, especially third quarter.
You know, I don't know what to say really. I don't know. I don't know if it's we come out too relaxed because, you know, we played well in the first half, so we think that's how it's going to go in the second half. I really don't know what to say, but whatever it is, we need to get it fixed. So.
I mean, did San Jose State make a lot of defensive adjustments you saw in the second half, or was it more a matter of you guys just not executing?
No, I mean, it's like Coach Mack says, it's really never – I mean, you got to give them credit. They're a hell of a team. They played well. I mean, they won the game. That's all you could say. But what Coach Mack says all the time, it's not about them. It's about what we do. If we execute what plays are called, then we should win the game. We should get the yards we need here and there, and things should work out. But, you know, if we don't execute and we don't make plays and, you know, I don't throw the ball well, then we're not going to win games. So.
What do you think kept you from executing? I mean, it seemed like you threw the ball decently.
I don't know. I mean, we had plays called. I mean, there was a lot of throws out there that I wish I had back to guys, you know, that were open. You know, if I make you know, people can say what they want about the tip pass that Kevon. If I put it on his body where it's supposed to be, then it's not tipped, and he's probably running in for a touchdown, and it's 34-34. You know, so who knows? It's things like that you know I just got to fix personally. So.
How big of a backbreaker was that play? To hit the big play right before that.
It didn't feel good. Obviously, you know, we come out there and you hit the huge play and you're feeling good about yourself, and then the very next play, we had the exact look that we wanted. Kevon was wide open. I mean, and I just threw it a little bit too high. So.
You guys did throw a lot more long balls today than you have in the past few games. Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of in the game plan too. We knew they had certain guys that they would put in there for run situations, and so we wanted to make them play pass defense. And you know, we had some big plays, and I mean, that's when they're called, you got to execute, and we did. And, you know, that first half and second half, we didn't necessarily do that. So.
Garrett, the tight ends came back. I mean, a lot of throws to the tight ends today. What was the difference in that? Are teams giving you that more, or are you guys just going to make that happen more given who you have at tight end?
Well, I mean, it obviously helps who we have there, but we had a lot of different formations that we hadn't shown all season, so we knew the first couple times we lined up in it, they weren't going to know how to adjust to it, and so that's why, you know, saw Kevon get that pass right down the middle and then run however far he ran. You know, that's why he's so wide open. They didn't know, and so we knew that was going to cause them trouble. And when the play is called, you got to execute, and we did for the most part. So.
What perplexity that you're still having some of these, I don't know, you consider them focus breakdowns with drop passes at key time, just not executing plays when you absolutely have to have it.
I mean, obviously it's something along the lines of focusing. I mean, obviously I know when I throw a bad ball, it's not anything they do. Like I said, it's just me focusing and putting the ball on the money where it's supposed to be. If I do that, they're going to catch the ball. And you know, there's a few times, even that last one, you know, Rashard, it was a little behind him, you know. So if I put it, you know, in front like it's supposed to be, who knows?
What can you say about Kevon specifically? He had 2 touchdowns last week. He had 2 touchdowns this week. Does he emerge as kind of your go-to guy, your quote-unquote safety blanket, if you will? Somebody that you're comfortable going to when you need that?
Yes and no. I think a lot of teams are still, as I've said before, focusing so much on Crockett that, you know, he opens up, and, you know, when his number's called, he's going to make a play for you. And like I said, that interception that I had, the tip pass, it's not on him at all. I mean, it's clearly over his head. So, but yeah, he's making plays for me. He's a guy I can count on. I know when it comes down to that situation, if I need a big play, I can count on him to come up with it.
Did you know he had wheels like that?
I didn't know he had him like that. I knew he was pretty fast, but I didn't know he could outrun DBs and all that stuff. So.
Looking at what happened to your defense from an offensive standpoint, what do you think went wrong?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. We just got to come up with plays when they need to happen. That's what Coach Mack talks about all the time. The big players make big plays, and I don't think really anyone, including myself, made a big play today to really kind of seal the deal. So.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. What's your assessment of the game?
Well, first off, we made it through. We made it healthy, and we got a lot to be thankful for. So I just give all my glory to God. And I know a lot of my teammates, we just put our faith in the Lord, give them everything we got. And if you come up short, you come up short. It happens. But, during the game, we had our opportunities to make plays, but I feel like as a offensive unit, defensive unit, we did not make the plays that we should have. But our coach did a great job of putting us in the opportunity to make plays.
I'm guessing a lot of personal soul searching going on throughout the team tonight. Yourself, what might you have done better? You think to make a difference in the end?
Yeah. Anytime you lose, you're disappointed, and those thoughts roam through your head. But I know the guys in that locker room. I know we came out, we gave it everything we had. I know we fought hard to the end. So as long as we leave everything out on the field, we can handle it.
Seems like you guys are having trouble executing at the times when you need to execute, at the end of games, even in third quarters. Why is that? Can you figure out can you put any reason why you guys aren't able to execute and continue drives?
Well, the only thing it comes down to is playmakers, our playmakers making plays. It's as simple as that. And when they call your number, you just got to come up big with it. But you just do your job. As a playmaker, it's your job to make the big plays. It's your job to do that, to come up, when we need it. So I feel like this game we didn't do our job as well as we should have.
You did your job on a couple of plays at least. Did you know? I asked Garrett too. Did you know personally that you had wheels like that? That you could run away from those DBs and stuff on that big pass touchdown, 50 yards?
I just play as hard as I can. But I always feel like somebody is right behind me. No matter if I'm wide open or not, I always feel like somebody is right behind me about to catch me. So I don't know. I just I just play hard.
But you're emerging as a playmaker for this team. Are you kind of taking some of the offense on your shoulders, knowing that you need to come up with some big plays like this for your team?
My mentality going into the game, it's not carry anybody on your shoulders. Honestly, my only mentality is give everything you have to God and let Him make a way. And He has been making a way, and He will keep making a way. But just on the offensive unit, like I said, it just comes down to doing your job. If they call my number, it's my job to make a play. As simple as that.
What is the biggest thing that you're going to take away from this game that you guys need to work on as a team, on defense and offense?
Biggest thing I'm going to take away of it is just when it all comes down to a few plays. I feel like we did some great things on offense, we did some great things on defense, but when it's third quarter, when it's crunch time, when your number's called and you know that this one play could affect the fourth quarter, and with 2 minutes left in the game, you got to seize the moment. And as athletes, as players, sometimes we don't think that the play in the second quarter or the play in the third quarter is a game winner because you got a long time to play. But those plays early can change the whole fourth quarter. So.
Kevon, with Wyoming coming up next week, what's the biggest thing that the team's got to do this week going into that?
I was telling some guys in the locker room, it doesn't matter what happens to you ever in life. It doesn't matter what happens to you. It's how you respond to it. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter what happens, how you respond to it. And we just got to go to work. And we're a very resilient team, and the guys on team, we know what's ahead of us, and we know we just have to come to work. We're not thinking ahead. We're thinking of Monday's practice and then Tuesday's practice, film. We're thinking of all that. So we just have to come to work.
All right, you guys good?
Thank you,